Hey everyone, what's going on? My name is Donyale Jones. I am the luxury realtor, and today we're going to talk about my journey as a realtor. I'll be coming live pretty much, I can't say every week because I'm just getting started, so it might be every other week. I will be delivering videos about my experience and my journey as a realtor. This is my second business. This is not my primary business. So this is really just to help the newbies get out and kind of find their way in this life, because it ain't all glitz and glamour like it look. So let's start with how I got into real estate. So the first initial way I got into real estate, I was a notary. This is back in 2020 when the big epidemic was going on. Normally I'm a makeup artist, and during that time my life was haywire. I had a bunch of bookings and everything got on hold, paused, and canceled. So I had to figure out how to make money because that was my primary job. I didn't have anything else. I became a notary, a loan signing notary at that. So I was doing, refinancing, selling and buying of homes with people, reconsolidations. I was really doing a lot of refinancing on people's homes and things of that nature in that time because nobody knew what was about to happen. So that got me to know the paperwork and all the kind of the lingo that was going on. So from there, I was still interested. Once everything got back on track, I was still interested, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go to real estate school. But before I did that, I decided to try to get a commercial building because while things were still cheap, I figured I can get a commercial building, move my business into a storefront, and boom from there. Well, I found a spot. I went through 3 realtors. I didn't know there was a difference between commercial real estate and residential real estate. I knew the difference, but I just thought a realtor could do both. My mistake. So the first one basically said, look, you doing too much. I'm a residential that I don't know. The second one was trying to go through it, but then when he figured out that I'm gonna need contracts and he was gonna have to read them, he was like, no, I'm not doing this. So the third realtor, she was good, but I just felt like she was as thorough as I needed her to be. She was still too relaxed for me. And with this being my first time even having any type of real estate experience, I needed you to really guide me through it. Hold my hand and guide me. And she wasn't trying to hold a hand, say nothing. I also found out in the space a new AC unit needed to be put in, and I wasn't paying $30,000 for that. I also found out there was some leaks. I wasn't paying for that. And also the deal was just kind of bad because I was leasing a space and the owners basically wrote it up like I was owning the space, but I was leasing it and paying like I was owning. So they kind of took their stuff out of any liability, which was a problem. And I wouldn't have known that if I wouldn't have hired a real estate attorney. And she was amazing. Like, it took her 4 days to rip that contract up. She was just bona fide amazing. So with that being said, I kind of turned around and was like, you know what, this would be the perfect time for me to go to real estate school because I need to really understand real estate before I find another realtor to do this job. I need to understand the lingo and really understand what's going on. When I went into real estate school, I went to Champions. And we'll do a Champions review because they are awesome. I don't care where you go. If it ain't Champions, I don't know what to tell you. Went to Champions, and on the first day, I found out why all 3 of my realtors didn't work. The difference between a commercial and a residential on the very first day. My teacher was a commercial real estate realtor. She was very clear. I don't do nothing but commercial. I've had my hands at residential, and it's not for me. I do commercial, and this is why. And she broke it down, the difference. And I was just like, things that make you go, So from there, I just went through the school and gained the knowledge. Not knowing if I was going to use it, I at least gained the knowledge and passed my test on the very first try. I graduated. Well, I went through real estate school. I think I got done on April 15th. And the following week I was taking my test. No, 2 weeks later I was taking my test because that was the next date available. So for 14 days I studied, and then I went in there, took the test, and it was nothing. And I passed and kept it moving, right? So after that, I signed up with a broker here in Houston. Um, my broker that I have now is someone totally different. So let's talk about that story. So finding a brokerage, you really need to connect with the brokerage. And I'm going to do a more in detailed video about how to pick your brokerage. But for right now, I'm just going to kind of glaze over it. I picked the brokerage here because I felt like I needed someone here to guide me versus in another city. I know I'm self-sufficient and can do stuff on my own, but yeah, that didn't work out too well because they were wanting you just to sign up with them, pay your money, and kind of just go on about your day and do what you need to do. I was looking for training. I was looking for some type of mentorship, which I was told there was. Videos are not mentorship. Videos are not training, especially outdated videos that I can still hear the word pandemic in the videos, or I can hear the word 2019 in the videos, or I can suffice when you make, like, that's not training. You know, that's not up to date training. That's not training. So for me, it was a no. Luckily for me, there wasn't any bad blood, and I was able to kind of move on. Because I only stayed at the brokerage 3 weeks, and we'll talk about that. I only stayed at the brokerage 3 weeks, and I went back to my original brokerage that I had found originally, and I fell in love with and thought that I needed them to be here, not knowing they were here, but they're based in Dallas, in Mansville, actually, and they're called TD Realty. Love TD Realty to the death of me right now. They're based in Mansville, Texas, which is in Dallas. I live in Houston, but they do have a Houston branch because they're like 20 realtors here in Houston that's a part of the same brokerage. So amazing. Like, I was like, yes, understood it, right? So they're a husband and wife team. And when I say everybody on the team is amazing, from the compliance officers to the other trainers, to my mentor that I had here in Houston, like, everybody was just so nice and okay with giving information and okay with helping you build, which is what I like, because I feel like when someone helps you build, you help them build. Y'all building together. It's not a one-way street, it's a two-way street. And yeah, so once I signed on with that brokerage, everything just started happening. I got my first listing within the first 90 days. I got a new buyer within the first 90 days. I got my first rental within the first 30 days. I got my second rental right after that. Like, it was just happening. And I do credit that to the brokerage with giving me the guidance, the confidence, and really helping. When I had questions, they were right there. There was no such thing, oh, wait till next week or get in line. Like, it was none of that. And I'm really, really thankful for that. So yeah, that's been my real estate journey. That's how I got into real estate, and that's where I'm at now. So I currently pretty much specialize in apartment leasing, luxury leasing, or just second chance leasing. I specialize in rental home leasing and condos, home buying, and I also specialize in buyers. Even though I have listings, I have like 2 right now. I don't really specialize in listings. I mostly specialize in the buyer aspect. But my apartment locating, love it. Rental homes, because again, everybody are not in a position to buy. So renting and also doing apartments technically are a great option, especially if you're on the go type of entrepreneur that's always here and there and everywhere. Apartment living is actually great, especially the luxury apartment living is really, really great. You can host your meetings at your home. The amenities fits your lifestyle, and when you on the go, you on the go, and you know you have a doorman or a concierge that can watch your apartment, like, it's in and out. Versus someone who has a home base and a family, you know, renting a home might be better if you can't buy. And we'll get into that whole process on another video, but that is pretty much what I do, what I specialize in. Again, my name is Donyale Jones. I am the luxury realtor. You can reach me at 832-647-2732 if you have any questions or you need to get into our home, apartment, or look for a home. And also you can email me. My email is info@DonyaleLuxuryRealtor.com. Until next time, peace.